not necessarily those of the Emily Pearl Show, its sister stations, its affiliates, or its sponsors, but it is those of the individuals themselves who express it. While the Emily Pearl Show does take stances on individual issues, the show itself remains an entertainment platform. Free thought is a philosophy and not a policy.
Well, hello there, Thunderbirds. What's the word? Welcome to another session of Pearl's Politics. The different take on what's going on with current politics in the nation and around the world. Hello, Mary. And hello, Sandra, two of our early bird loyal supporters. And neither one of you has sent me what you guys want to name your stars. Y'all know y'all won prize last month, but take your time. It's no rush. I guess you say, what she keep asking for? Like I am rushing, right? All right, enough of me. I'm bringing in the rest of the team. All right, and we got the heartbeat of the South and my every heartbeat, Tim Harrington. Hey, Tim.
Hey, Ma, how's everybody doing?
All righty then. And we got now Just Jen.
Hey, Jen.
Hi,
I'm
Jen.
back.
She's back. Hi, is
Welcome
everybody
back.
doing? Doing great. So, Jen, what have you been up to since the last time we saw you?
Oh man, my whole world's been turned upside down. I've changed a few residences, phones, Wi-Fi, schedule. But
Wow.
the best part of it all is that I've been using my Live Good products, and I feel so good. I haven't felt this good in 40 years.
Oh my
Good.
goodness, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah.
yeah.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Look, Facebook is behind us, y'all. It's still showing the intro. That's a long
Well,
ways
hey,
behind.
It
and
is.
the link that you shared on the Truth page says
Uh,
attachment unavailable.
um, for the politics show.
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay. It's showing us now. Okay, I'll show it to Messenger now. So I can make sure
Okay.
that
As soon as you
everybody
share it
gets it.
there,
I'm gonna say use this link.
yeah.
Okay.
As
Then
soon as it gets
and
there, I'll share it to my new Truth page because
oh,
I've switched over, and I'll tell you about that in a minute.
oh okay. Let me see. I don't see. Okay, I'm sending it to you, but I don't see the truth page. It usually pops right up for me.
Yeah, I got the link too.
Mm-hmm. And the truth page didn't pop up in my messenger like it usually
Wow.
does.
Well, I connected you with the new one called Truth with Just Jen. I
Oh, I probably didn't see it. I probably missed it.
already added you as a.
Don't I have to accept something when you do that?
I don't know. It just said add the people you want, so I did, and you were one of them.
Oh, okay. Well, um, do you still have the truth old page? Because
Yes, yes.
I can type that in the.
Yeah, I can share the link from there to
Okay.
the new one.
All right. See, do you see it? Did it pop up just now?
It's still saying attachment unavailable.
Mm.
That has to do something on your end then, because Tim, you just got it
Uh-uh.
right
Yeah, I just got the link that you sent.
in Messenger, so that means that Messenger's working fine.
Yeah.
I don't know why I would do that on my page. I even put a
Well,
post on it this morning.
You know why.
Yeah, I know they like to play with us.
They
I
like to
just got
play with
this.
you. They like to play
Uh,
with you more than
uh,
anybody.
they didn't want me to get back on air. Shame on them. I'm a good girl.
Mm.
If she ain't been a good girl, she gonna be a good girl.
I've
So
Yeah.
always been a good.
y'all leave her alone.
I've
Anyway,
always been a good girl. They just don't like that.
well,
Mm-hmm.
we're not trying to live up to nobody else's expectation. We are who we are. Isn't that
Okay,
right?
send it. You know how. Well, I just sent you a message from
Well, why don't
just.
you just send the link that you got to
I
wherever
can't
you
do
want to
it.
send it?
I don't have the opportunity.
On
I
your
have the
phone?
streaming link. I don't have the Facebook link. But
Oh, you
look. I just sent you a message from Jen Hill to Emily Pearls Kirk.
in
Send
what?
it there in Messenger.
y'all, y'all supposed to
Look,
be taking care of this behind the scenes.
that's behind the scene. You right, Tim. Okay, we got to go ahead on it. Tim, what you been up to? Cause we losing our audience.
Yeah.
I
What you been up to since the
I
last
tried
time
to
I saw
share the
you?
link.
Well, man, I've been scratching my head for 2 days. I had a technical problem, and I
Uh huh.
couldn't figure it out for the life of me.
Oh my
So
goodness.
yeah, and it was really every time I stopped doing it and take a break, it was bugging me so.
Yeah.
And just so happened, you ever had a problem like that, and then the answer's right there in front of your face? That that
Uh,
was
uh,
mine.
uh.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I
Now
do? I
it
know
had
what
been a
you
snake, it would have bit me. It was dead right in front of my face.
do.
So
Well, you know
yeah,
what
so
that means.
yeah.
What
So
what does that mean?
what's that?
When
Is that
we miss something, start missing stuff that's right in front of
oh,
our
you
face.
know?
Uh huh. You got a birthday coming up on Saturday.
I do. And but I sure thank the Lord for showing me the solution because I
Okay.
wasn't gonna let it rest in my mind.
Oh, poor baby.
Yeah,
Well, I'm glad that you found that.
yeah.
But yeah, those technical issues can really just throw you for a loop sometimes.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we're going to take a break and we'll come back. Who's going to start us off?
I'll start. I ain't got that much.
Okay,
There you
all
go.
Okay.
right. Excuse me.
All right. Take your time.
It's, I'm telling you, we're so clogged up because we've been having rain, 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 Jen.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've had a little bit, but not nothing like y'all. I've seen on the weather. Y'all are coated.
Mm-hmm.
We had spotty showers. We don't even have any hard rain.
Right.
Mm.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
good. Well, we'll be right back.
Okay.
I'd like to be what I am not. I should know, but hey, why not? Life is mine, it's a fact. I'd like to be what I am not. I should know, but hey, why not? Life is mine, it's a fact. Wake up in the morning and I picture myself flying in the sky. I'm a bird, it's not a lie. And now that I'm diving through the oceans of my dreams, I want them so bad to become reality. I'm a daydreamer. I'm a daydreamer. I'm a daydreamer. I'm a daydreamer.
All right, trying to get our audience hyped up so they can come on and get in this conversation. Don't be quiet, y'all. We want to hear what you guys got to say because that's what keeps us going. Facebook is still behind us. I'm seeing a commercial and we are past that. So I don't know what's wrong with them. They got to catch up. Ah, bring it back in the team. Just Jen and Tim, other
All
side.
right.
All right, go ahead, Tim. What you got for us? And we won't have to be on long tonight.
Well, this is something that I've never seen in the history. uh, yeah, I've never seen this before.
What is
The,
that?
the Mexican drug cartel,
Oh Lord,
Americans that got kidnapped.
yeah.
Some of the members, I guess, mistaken them for drug smugglers. So they said after they shot their van and they captured them, they thought they were drug smugglers. So I believe it was today, the
Uh huh.
drug cartel, Mexican cartel to be exact,
Uh huh.
left four members tied up, their hands tied with their shirts off, and a letter of apology for
Huh?
the yes,
Whoa.
yeah. They delivered those guys that inflicted that on the U.S. citizens, and with a letter of apology uh, attached to the windshield of a truck. I
What did
know.
it say? What did the apology say?
Uh, it says the Mexican media outlet. Let's see. Shoot, don't do that now. It's photos is circulating on social media show five men on the pavement with their hands tied, uh, and 4 of them shirtless
Mm.
in front of a pickup truck, which has a handwritten letter of apology on the windshield. Uh,
I heard it on the news this morning about
yeah, they
they had killed 4 people. Yeah.
right, right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to this the letter. Okay, in the letter, the Scorpion faction of the Gulf Cartel apologized to residents of the Matamaras and a Mexican woman who was killed by a stray bullet and the 4 Americans and their families. We have decided to turn over those who were directly involved and responsible in this event, who at all times acted under their own decision making and lack of discipline. The letter reads, adding that those people had gone against the cartel's rules.
Mm. And
Yeah,
that's something.
never seen it before. Definitely with a letter of apology
Mm, for
and
real.
and hand delivered the guys that did it.
What do you think about that, Jen?
Yeah,
Uh, I don't know. Flags go up for some reason. That's very suspicious to happen that way. Maybe things are changing. You know, I've been out of the game for a couple of weeks trying to get things straightened out, but from what I found yesterday and today, things are really changing, and people aren't seeing it yet.
yeah,
So maybe that has something to do with it.
it's possible.
Because I see it because I don't have blinders on. But there's a lot of stuff going on that people don't understand yet or don't realize yet that
Yeah.
is changing thing. It's changing our world. We're fixing to, this year is a world of change for sure.
Oh, absolutely. And I saw
Yeah.
I saw something the other day that I had never seen. I don't think any of us had witnessed something like this in El
Right.
Salvador. They built a top-notch prison. A normal prison can maybe hold about 3,000, 4,000, maybe 5,000. This
Mm.
maximum security prison can hold 40,000, and
Mm.
Wow.
they are all gang members.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did a sweep. They arrested 6,000 was the last count. When they
Now,
did
where was this? It wasn't in the United States, right?
El Salvador.
El
Oh,
Salvador.
they need
Yeah,
something like that in the U.S.
yeah, yeah. The
Well,
pre-
my question is, if they're gonna reform the people to learn the truth, then they need to reform the criminals to learn better ways of life. And making the free people support them. Why isn't the government doing that? Why isn't the law taking part in that? We're paying for it with our taxes. We're taking care of them. For them to commit a crime, they do nothing. Why aren't they doing work relief and going to college and learning a skill and not being allowed to be a gang inside these prisons for us to take care of?
Mm,
I,
yeah.
I, I've
Good.
always
Good
been against the
question.
prison system. I have always been against the prison system because somebody commit a crime. Well, hey, they got it made. Yeah, they don't get to get out in the public. They have a lot of rules to live by, but they're sitting there getting fed, get a bath,
and
get their
cable.
own, yeah, and cable and more drugs. They can get outside. They get inside. This is not the right way to do it. They need to
Mm-mm.
make these people have an education. They need to be on work release. Hey, I don't like this word, but where are the chain gangs these days? Why ain't they out here working on highways instead of us hitting potholes like y'all are in Memphis?
I know, right?
I mean, really,
Good
they need to
point.
pay their dues, not sit on their butts and wait on us to support them.
Yeah, I agree that they need to do work, but they claim that they're making them work in prison, but all they do to me
That don't that don't do anything for the
is wash their own bedding and
Well,
the laundry. Isn't that all they do to them? Wash their own bedding and their
well,
own clothing and stuff.
one of the prisons in Louisiana, it's called Angola. They work. They work
Mm-hmm.
so hard to whatever they plant, they eat. If they,
Yeah.
the warden
yeah.
said the only thing that he's trying to cut and find a way to cut out is the price of the toilet paper that he wears. Yeah,
They need to learn to make it, David.
He
Oh
said
Lord.
he got
No,
everything else figured out, but he said I'm
he
still
got.
working on this toilet tissue to
Well,
cut down.
he cutting up right then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Mary
yeah,
say
that's
that
that's
she keep losing service. Oh, y'all got some bad work. Y'all still got snow coming up there. Oh my God, and the snow just starting. Oh, I
Oh
feel
oh
so
yeah.
sorry for y'all. They've been dealing with snow over a week now, Jen.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
Prayers
heard
with
Um,
about that
y'all.
this morning on Charlie Ward's show.
Mm.
mm,
About the people up north getting, snowed in
yeah.
and power's out, and
Oh yeah. And
it's a
yeah, it
bad
was
situation.
one of those states up there um, has had it back to back, and they got like 8 or 9 feet. They're like really messed up.
Oh boy, that
How many
sounds like
feet? How many feet of snow y'all got up there, Mary? You could type it in if you don't lose connection. Well, Tim, that was a good segment to point out information that you brought to the table.
well. Thanks.
Well, I have a real short one here. There is a new bacterial harmful fungi that's named after Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves, the guy that played John Wick.
Yeah.
Yeah, can
Keanu, I can't even pronounce his name. Well, scientists at the German Research Institute have named a bacterial compound that efficiently eradicates harmful fungi after Keanu Reeves. The compound's called kenumycins
Mm.
proved to be devastating to foes as Reeves' particular character in the John Wick films, said Dr. Pierre Stallforth, a
Oh boy.
researcher and professor of paleobiotechnology
Okay, we with you.
at Leibniz Institute for Natural Product Research and Infection Biology. And it says that that just about how cool it was, and okay, about the bacteria, the kenumycins create holes in the surface of the pathogen, and it bleeds to death. Like Keanu Reeves in his many roles as a profession killer, the newly discovered molecules can also very efficiently, at low concentrations, kill different human
Okay.
fungal pathogens
Mm.
by riddling them with holes. Wow, what's coming next, y'all?
What? Where is that now? Where
No,
is it at?
no, it's not a disease. I mean, everybody have fungi. Like when you get
Right.
the athlete's feet,
Yeah.
that's a fungus.
You're right.
It's just that they found a new uh, antibiotic pathogen
Okay.
that will help to cure it fast, stuff like that faster.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and like y'all get jockey itch, yeah,
Yeah.
the athletes they get jockey itch and
Right.
stuff like that. That's a fungus.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good news.
Sounds
I
like
guess
it.
I guess it's for whoever needs stuff like that. I'm so itchy about buying stuff just made, because I was against the arm thing, and finding ways to live more natural, the way I grew up doing. And then
Hmm.
when they come up with all these new vaccines and new immunizations and new this and new that, I just
Mm.
feel like I'm scared enough to feel like that they're still trying to get us, because they found out the flu shot's just as bad as the other shot. You know, the swab had stuff in it that was just as bad as the shot itself. Just all kind of stuff they've come up with, and there's proof of it.
Well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's this and to switch lanes a little bit, this January 6th stuff, I told y'all all along that was a setup, and now it's coming out that it is. That it was.
Well, I was just
Oh
thinking
man.
about the fungus cure. That's gonna
But
that's
the
gonna
fungus
be a
cure, yeah. I mean,
that's gonna be a multi-million-dollar business, and I
Yeah,
tell you why. Because the first athletes that will get it is the NFL,
yeah,
baseball leagues,
yeah.
any sport that you name is gonna try it.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's why
yeah,
it's
so it's
important.
gonna
yeah,
definitely be a
yeah.
multi-million-dollar operation.
They're gonna make a
Hmm.
bunch of money. I hope they made it with natural products. Is what I was saying. The chemicals that we are forced to put into our bodies. We breathe it. We drink it. We eat it. We sleep in it. Babies are crawling on the floor that's been cleaned with Clorox. They're just absorbing the poisons in the Clorox. You know, this kind of stuff. Our world has turned into the poison arena, and I am promoting, more healthier choices of using all natural products and stuff. So hopefully they went that lane with this
Yeah, hopefully.
because things like the
I
sun.
have no clue whether
Well,
they
I
did that or not.
yeah,
It
well,
didn't say anything about that.
I found
Mary
out.
say it's very windy.
Wendy.
Excuse me, Jenny. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
I hate she's going through all that. I
Yeah.
believe that we have normal weather, but I do believe it's been played with a lot. You know,
Well,
to to make
sure,
to
because
make
it's
things
too much
worse.
stuff up. It's too much stuff up there in the atmosphere that's not supposed to be up there to begin with. That's what messes up the zones, all those layers that's up
Actually,
there.
Actually, the Earth has been taking care of itself for millions of years, and it's still
Yeah, but
doing that.
millions of years ago, you have airplanes, space rockets, and everything else, and satellites and all that stuff up there either, Jan.
No, what I'm
Come on
saying
now.
is,
Come on, get real
well,
now.
I am getting real. Listen to me. We don't populate enough of the Earth to actually hurt it.
I didn't
Our
say
our
down here. I said up there they've messed it up by sending
well,
all those rockets
well,
and
that's
satellites.
what.
And,
Well,
do you
some
know?
people think
You
it's
know?
an ozone layer. Some people think it's a firmament, but it's a healing thing that happens. It cleans its own air. It heals itself. Okay, us doing something to it,
Not necessarily. It does
we
not
don't have
heal
the
itself.
capability. The What I've learned, in my opinion, is exactly what
Then,
it does.
if it cleaned itself, it would not have thrown all down all the rocks and fire to kill out the dinosaurs.
that the,
Okay, so I'm serious.
we're
So
gonna see differently. We're gonna see a lot differently on that. But what I was saying, where's a city that has a lot of smog? San Francisco, is that one of them?
the most foggiest place in the U.S. is London. I mean, in the world is London,
Yeah.
England.
Okay, okay, that is in the city because of what the city's putting out. Once it gets into the atmosphere and starts being healed by itself, by the earth heals itself. There's like global warming stuff. The earth has been heating and cooling itself for millions of years. It's on its normal cycle to heat and cool. You know, uh, all of this stuff they say, climate change and global warming and ice things are melting and this is freezing up. The Earth's been doing that for millions of years.
So, how do
We
you
we
explain London being foggy for ever since the 800 AD after
well
Christ?
the fog is a condensation thing, but I'm talking about the smog, the poison
No, I
air.
was talking about fog. That's what I
Okay,
said.
fog.
I thought you asked for the
No,
foggiest
smog.
place.
No,
Yeah,
I was talking about
did she
smog.
not
What?
say the foggiest place?
Well,
I
I
know
know
what
how
she
to change. It's
said.
hard to say words, but I'm talking about the
I know what
poisons in the air.
I know what she said.
Yeah.
Paul said this earth can handle 50 billion people, apparently. Oh, yeah, I wasn't talking about the number of people. I was talking about space. I wasn't even talking about Earth. And I think that's what Jen got
Well, I was talking
out
about.
slatted. I'm talking
I was,
about way up there in the universe, and she talking way down here on Earth. So we talking really about two different things.
well, no,
Well,
I started off talking about the ozone layer,
I,
and all that stuff. It's a healing process. That's why it's the way it's created.
well, I tell you
Okay.
one thing. According to our commander in chief, uh, it's been sightings of unusual flying objects and they're
Well,
telling people
they're
not to panic.
That's nothing
wait.
new. They've been
Yeah, I
flying
know.
all the time.
Yeah,
Tim,
but
you know,
Which one?
I saw
yeah,
one.
yeah, I've
Me and
seen
my
Which one are you
stepsister.
talking about?
the one
The
that's in there
Leo or
now,
the Scorpio?
Scorpio.
He
Yeah.
ain't. He has never been titled that, and he never will be ever.
Jen, watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it,
I
watch
didn't say nothing. I didn't say no name.
Yeah.
I didn't say nothing
So
beyond title.
I know. Just watch it though.
so
About
I said that to say
careful of that.
this. If
Mhm.
that is true and we're getting visitors, that's gonna be the last thing on our mind about how Earth is taking care of itself. We, we're
We've
gonna be
always
in a
had
real
visitors.
fight.
We've
Yeah.
always had visitors. They've always been here.
Not like this.
Oh
Well,
my goodness.
you know, they don't like to be seen unless they want to be seen. So, you know, they have that capability. Always
Well,
have.
I
Now
believe that
we
was in
agree on
Britain.
that, Jenny.
Yeah,
We
I believe,
definitely agree on that. And we got some down here walking around among us
of course.
Yeah. We
that
always
are in
have.
this guy that are in disguise. Okay, they've
The
been
the
there,
only reason,
been
yeah,
here for
the only
years,
reason they're
been here
being
for
seen, yeah,
been
yeah,
here for forever.
the only reason
Yeah,
they're being seen now is because they think it's safer. You know,
Yeah,
so much stuff is coming out about the truth. Why not?
yeah,
Yeah,
well,
that's
yeah,
all. That's
yes.
it.
I
They
yeah.
agree.
don't have a need to
Uh,
hide.
I
I
believe
agree.
that some type of contract has been broken,
Hang
breached,
on the stage.
and
Mhm.
Of course, and the contract got broke when uh somebody took the secret documents home down in Florida. That's when the truth came out.
uh,
They say,
Truth's
"Uh
been out for
oh,
a long time. It's just been, citizen journalists versus MSM. I don't want to
mm-hmm.
say the words because
Yeah,
we don't want to be cut.
yeah,
But
yeah,
you know, the citizen journalist is known. People like me.
yeah,
You know, I've
Mm,
known all this stuff all along. It's just
Yeah,
I didn't have a voice until now.
yeah. I
yeah,
understand,
yeah. But
Uh,
you
but
know,
yeah, it's
knowing
so
is one
funny.
thing, but
To me,
actually, go
politics
ahead.
is really hilarious,
Oh
and
yeah,
that's why I like doing it because while there is a element of seriousness in it, when you put your common sense to it, it's hilarious. It's the way they carry on about it.
it can be.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's maddening for me. Yeah, but Charlie Ward said this morning on the same show I was talking about earlier. He said it's done turned from a action movie into a comedy show.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, yeah. We're in the comedy show phase.
And that
Yeah.
brings me
It's,
to my second phase of my segment.
Okay.
I'm gonna use your segue, Jen. Bring into
okay.
comedy. Bring into comedy. Um, I just gotta say this, and I can say this because these are parties. If some of these Republican politicians don't stop messing with the people with trying to bring in lockdown, uh, make prisoners out of citizens, they're gonna cause themselves to lose the election in 2024. All of these 13 Republican states are doing some stupid stuff right now, especially Tennessee. Especially Tennessee, and I just heard this morning that I agree with it, but I just don't know for sure if it needs to be a law on the book about it,
Okay.
and that is about um, they're gonna have a law where the judges, the courts cannot issue any marriage license to people of same sex, and not just that, interracial couples and some other classification.
Oh
Now, to
boy.
me,
No, I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that at all because when you're lumping stuff like that together,
Yeah.
you are really trying to. I think somebody made a comment on the truth page about the Republicans is trying to take people back to Jim Crow law
Yeah, I
and
heard
that
that.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah,
if they gonna put a law on the books for the state, that cities in the state of Tennessee and these counties cannot issue marriage license to interracial couples, then what is that but discrimination?
I agree.
okay. I that is discrimination at the highest point, because you know why I believe it is. And again, this is my opinion,
Hmm.
but the government has no right to be involved in that part of our lives.
That's right. I agree.
That's between God and the people getting married.
Hmm.
You know, everybody has to answer one day, right? The government
Hmm.
has no right to cause. I mean, they're making us pay to get a license to be wed to someone you love. That's
Yeah.
between you and God, not the government. The government has no place there.
You're
Well, you
right.
have
None.
the thing
Now,
about that.
the
Go ahead.
medical community does, because there are situations where the medical conditions need to be considered. But the government, why? To make a buck. That's it.
Yeah.
They have no place in the union of marriage.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And that's just how I feel about it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they've gotten too far into our lives, and
Right.
it's just
Well, I can
they
tell
have
you
no
one
right.
thing: it's on its way to the Senate for signature by the
Well,
senators of
everybody
Tennessee.
against it,
Yeah.
everybody
So
needs to go. Everybody against it needs to be
right.
shouting at the Senate. They
Right.
need to
They
be
And
sending in
yeah.
their letters, their
Yeah. I
emails,
was
their
just
letters, their phone calls, their
yeah.
texts, everything. Be there in person if you can, and protest against it
Yeah.
peacefully.
Yeah, I was
Hi.
just going to say that's going to be the straw to break the camel's back right there. I
Yeah,
don't believe that we, the people, will stand for that. Um, yeah,
right.
we're not
Well,
going to go.
they best to hurry up, like Jenny said, because they voted on it last week, and it seems like it was such a big secret. It's just on the news that it's going to the vote to the
Okay. And
senator.
who voted on it? Who voted on it?
No, it's got to go to the Senate, to the Tennessee Senate, for them to
But I
They,
mean,
pass the bill. For them
they
to
but
had
who
you
pass.
voted on it
focusing
to
on
get it
this.
there?
They had you focusing on the right hand while the left hand was doing that.
Okay, and they don't have a right to do that. We, the people, are supposed to be
They-
running the company,
Yeah,
running the government, not the government doing what they want to for we, the people. We,
That's
the
yeah,
right.
people, have to put it there. We
yeah.
have to put it there. They don't get to create it themselves.
That's
Well,
I'm
right.
sorry, that's bull crap.
the
Em-
biggest crooks are politicians, so we have to stick to that golden rule.
Empress
Well,
says.
that's
Empress
when people need to get
says
the right people in there.
Go
we
ahead.
have an audience member that has had put her voice in here.
Okay,
She says it's all about control.
I can agree.
Hmm.
Yep, yep,
I agree with you, Empress. And
for
the thing
very,
about
very
it
bad
is
reasons.
they do all this sneaky stuff
Mm-hmm.
in a hurry
Yeah,
so that people don't have time to stop
right.
them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a
See,
And
back
that
door. They back door.
that is just too far to the right, because that far to the right, you trying to turn history back 100 years.
Yeah.
yeah. So where are the people that say, y'all made up the law that makes us have a voiceless, silent voices. Okay, your law is not right. We're going to say something about this and stop it because it's our right. We're supposed to run you. You're not supposed to run us.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what happens,
Everybody's got to stop the silence, because that's what's getting us.
but they
They're putting
won't.
their own laws in there to shut us up, and then we think we have to follow their laws. No,
And the
that's not the way
problem,
it's supposed to be.
and the way that these laws get passed legally, when it does go to these state senates for vote, even though you have Democrats and Republicans in the senates in every state, in Republican states, the number of senators out that's Republicans outweigh the number of Democratic senators.
Yeah.
And that's what they was talking about, that gerrymandering districts whereas the Republican in the Republican states would have the advantage of the number of the vote to control the Senate.
Yeah.
Just like they control the Senate in the White House, they control the Senate in these 13 Republican states, and most of them are southern states. Tennessee, Republican; Mississippi, Republican; Arkansas, Republican controlled states. And that's how they get these bills passed legally.
Well, and see,
this
and
legislation passed.
that's the government design of things. They changed things a long time ago, but from the people's design to the government design. We need to put our foot down. We need to speak. We need to stop being silent. We need to make this change back to our constitutional rights and get out of this criminal rights that they put on us that make no sense for anybody but them.
Yeah,
Well,
Makes
you
no
know,
sense for us.
that being said, can you imagine how many bills have passed that we don't know about?
that's right.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
You
it's
know
going
what
to
I
take
mean?
I
years.
can.
Yeah,
It is
I
going to
can.
take years to get through this, to get it straightened out. But we got to start somewhere. One, we got to start at once. And for me, the overturning of the abortion right was number one. I love that.
There
That
you
was the
go.
right thing to
Oh.
do.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, well, on that note, we're going to take another break. When we come back, we're going to see what Jenn's bringing to the table, all right?
All right.
We'll be right on back. So, y'all, stick and stay. Don't go away. We won't be right back, but we will be back.
A VPN is great for security and privacy. By hiding your IP address and encrypting your traffic, it shields your data from snoopers and all kinds of cyber attacks. But its protection scope is limited. So, NordVPN is becoming more than just a VPN. We are introducing a brand new feature to the desktop apps, Threat Protection, and it's going to take your digital security to the next level. Once you enable it on your NordVPN app, Threat Protection will guard your device against malicious websites, malware, trackers, and intrusive ads, even if you're not connected to a VPN server at the time. That's right, when you switch it on, it'll stay on, regardless of your VPN connection. Let's take a look at how it can improve your cybersecurity. Online, one wrong turn can spell disaster for your private data, but not with Threat Protection. It blocks dangerous websites that might potentially host malware, even if you click on a dangerous link by accident. Next up, Malware Protection. If you accidentally download an infected file, it's not the end of your devices just yet. Threat Protection scans every file you download. If a file turns out to be infected, it gets deleted immediately before it can wreak havoc on your computer. Most websites you enter are stuffed with trackers that follow you from one page to another, creating a unique profile of who you are and what you like. Threat Protection blocks trackers, so you can surf the net with more privacy. Ever opened a web page only to be bombarded with intrusive ads and loud autoplay videos? Well, they're not only annoying, some of them can actually be a cyber threat. Threat Protection blocks the intrusive and malicious ads on the spot. So, how do you take your device security to the next level? Make sure you have the latest NordVPN app version on your computer. Then open it and click on the little shield. It's the Threat Protection icon. Toggle the switch on and enjoy ultimate security. You can also find Threat Protection Lite on your mobile apps, but it won't block trackers or malicious files on your phone just yet. Step up your cybersecurity and stay safe.
All right. Thanks for sticking and staying with us. I want to take a moment to recognize our audience response from Empress Renee Ellis. She says, on the subject that we were last talking about, she says it's going to take years, but it's also going to take unity. Well said, Empress. Well said. You are so right. So that means that I got to leave y'all in charge because by the time as many years it's going to take to get stuff straightened out, girl, I'm going to be dancing around them golden streets up there in heaven. So you young people better take care of that for me. You can do that, can't you? All right. Bring in the rest of the team. All right, here we go. Bring it to back and just Jen back. All right, Jen. I see what you did there. Come on, what you got for us? What did you do? Mute yourself? Did you mute yourself?
Hi, can
Yeah,
you?
we can
Okay.
hear you now.
All
Yeah.
right. I was talking to Lexi.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's my news I got tonight. Some people know and some people don't. I am going to be a nana come July with a little baby girl. My daughter is pregnant. She's 5 months. On July 6th, she's due.
Congratulations.
Yay!
All right.
Hand
So,
clap for Jess, just Jen.
I
And
told you
just
my life was going crazy.
and just baby, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
yes, yes, yes,
Congratulations.
yes.
Congrats.
Congratulations,
so
grandmama.
well, my son, he passed at 23, and no one ever said, "I have your grandbaby." So if he left anyone behind, they would be around 16 years old now.
Hmm.
And and there's no way for us to ever know unless somebody just knocks on my door one day.
Right.
Uh, so there's no way for us to ever know. So in a sense, this is my first grandbaby that I know of.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
and this
That's a blessing.
and she waited till I was 59 to do it. Yay!
Oh, that's okay.
That's all right. Better
No,
late
that's a
than
good
never.
thing.
That's
That's
a
Yeah,
a
good
better
good
late
thing.
than
thing.
never.
That's a good thing. Well, I've already picked out the first outfit, but
Mm.
Yes, you
uh-huh.
did. I can't.
I
I
just saw
can't wait to see it too.
that picture. Yeah, I'm gonna have it shipped to you, and I'll probably get it. I'll probably order it. You said she's doing July, right?
July the
Okay,
6th. Yep.
July 6th, and this is March, April. I'm gonna order it next month, and
Cool.
so this yeah, it might take with the shipping all messed up, so it probably take it 2 weeks to get there anyway. But it won't be just that outfit. I
Well, I'm gonna do what it says, and on Pearl's Politics Thursday night, the baby's gonna wear it. We're
Okay,
not gonna.
all right,
Okay.
Don't tell nobody what it says.
Okay.
okay, I won't.
Okay.
But I'm still shopping, so you probably get a big box.
Oh, okay.
All right. All
I
right.
hear you.
Yeah.
Uh,
So see, now I know the colors to get. So
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. I,
All
I
right,
can't
but
wait.
I know I can hardly wait myself, and I'm a miles and miles away. I'm gonna spoil
I
that.
know, right?
I'm spoil
Okay.
that. I'll spoil that baby to death.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm going to reiterate a topic we've talked about several times. We
Hmm.
talked about the dinar and Libya and all that stuff, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Well, several people have tried to prove me wrong, but nobody's proved me right or wrong. I
Hmm.
just know that it was the source is a resident in Libya.
Hmm.
She has no reason to lie. She sent me pictures of her hands of new coins
Hmm.
and bills. There's no reason to lie that the the finances have been evaluated in Libya.
Okay.
So whether people want to admit it or say it didn't happen or did is that's on them. I know that my friend of almost 3 years now did not lie to me. She
Hmm.
showed me pictures. We had communication on Messenger, video, and all that. So,
Hmm.
okay. Well,
And
with that said,
hmm.
this morning, my source is Charlie Ward's show this morning. Uh, Charlie's been like the financial representative of the QFS system that's coming.
Mm-hmm.
the gold back money, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, people don't like him. Okay. I didn't to begin with until I did some research, found out who he was, and listened to a couple of his shows back in 19. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been following him ever since. The man, he might not know what he's talking about as far as the time spacing, but he knows what he's talking about information,
Yeah.
about what is coming, because everything he said in the past has come true today.
I'm familiar
Okay.
with
Uh,
him.
yeah. Okay. So this morning his show said the the QFS thing is going to be called like a let's see, ISO 2022. That's how
Oh.
they're IDing it in the public.
Okay.
Okay. By the end of March to beginning of April, 80 to 90% of the global banks will be adopting this system.
Okay.
So that's the end of this month, beginning of April. 80 to 90% of the globe, of the
Mm-hmm.
world, will
Mm-hmm.
be adopting this. The banks will be adopting this system. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
looking at the collapse of the stock market, we already knew that was happening. Apparently, is more obvious. I don't watch the stock market. I'm not that type of financial person. I just know how to take care of my budget. But
Right.
but then by the end of June, the beginning of July, the Bank of England will also join the ISO 2022. Okay.
Mm.
Look, this began in October all over the
Mm.
world. It went active in October of this past year. That's why they're
Okay.
calling it the ISO of 2022.
Okay.
Okay. And then by October, November, end of October, beginning of November, that's
Mm-hmm.
when the US will join. And the US is the last one. Okay. There's people already doing it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Libya is one of them. And people can, like I said, can say no, it ain't, but I know it is.
Well,
Um,
go ahead.
but the U.S. is the last, because the world used to look up at the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
That we used to be the powerhouse of freedom, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, over the last couple years, we've lost our respect, we've lost our trust, we've lost the world we used to have
Money.
at our as at our not well at our sides as friends, and people look to us for help when they needed it, and they can't do
Yeah.
that anymore because they know that uh, uh, uh oh, how do I say this without getting us in trouble? A fake, what in has destroyed our country and has been supporting people outside the country instead of our own, sending the money outside of the country instead of putting it to use here, sending our jobs outside of the country. You know, somebody else had it straightened out for 4 years, and it's ruined. It's
Yeah,
ruined.
yeah, I was just gonna piggyback off of what you said. Charlie Ward is very good with his information. He
Mm-hmm.
was one of the first ones who broke the story about Bitcoin when the
Yes,
bottom fell out.
yes, I
Uh,
told you that was going to happen because of him.
yeah, he did
Yeah,
report that, and he was amongst the first to report that
yeah,
before people even had an idea of what was really going on.
yeah.
So
Well,
Jen, can you explain to us what ISO means? What does that represent?
I think the O is for October because 2022. I didn't get to hear that part of it. I was jotting this down while I was riding down the road.
Okay,
I'm not supposed
no
to do
problem.
that,
You can tell us next when you
but
come back. Come tell us
Hmm.
next
yeah.
week.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah. But
Hmm.
I know that I am a believer that we will have the change in currency. Uh, we will be the last. Some
Mm.
people have had their debts wiped out just out of nowhere. I think that's good doers, just helping good people. To tell you the truth, I
Well, we
don't
have
think it.
another viewer, Abby Dorfoya says anarchy is on the way.
If you
Oh,
want to
It's
believe
not too
that,
far fetched. It's not too
uh,
far fetched.
I'm sorry, I don't believe that. I believe we are
Yeah,
headed to a better world, and we got to get to the through the worst parts of it first. We can't. This can't be easy for anybody. We have to go through the
yeah, but
suffering to
but the
get
thing
there.
is, how's it gonna look? because
Well,
It's
now
the,
you
already
can't.
started.
well, the Republican states, I think that person is referring to what I was talking about as to how the Republican states are trying to reestablish people by class.
Right.
Well, you got to understand, to someone on my side of the aisle, uh, politics stepped out of this a long time. Parties stepped out of this a long time ago because there's too many crossing the board that don't need to do that. They need to stand for what they believe in and the rights of the people. And they're making deals with somebody across the aisle. You know, there there's so many bad people in the red side that and many more in the blue side. And the people standing in the middle are like, oh my God, I'm thanking God I'm in the middle. I'm an independent,
Mm.
you know, because they call them RINO. I'm not going to say the word, but there's a spelling, you know, the red side, because
Yeah.
they're acting like they're red, but they're doing the job of a blue. You
Well,
know, that's what we call our RINO. You know, and this is going on. This is everywhere. Okay, this
yeah.
is not just in one state or another. Uh, y'all in Memphis
Mm.
is a perfect example.
Mhm.
Um, the damage that was done, and you check your history because I have. The damage that
Mhm.
was done was done by the blue side. Okay,
Mm.
it was literally done and then blamed on the red side. While the red side saying that's right, there's still those in the red side that are standing with the blue side to make the red side feel or look guilty.
And
Okay,
you
this is all interchanged. Bad guys everywhere, and people need to get a grip on stop trying to do the party ticket thing, and they need to find out the candidates that stand for their beliefs and the policies that they're presenting, because
And but
it
that's
needs to
so
be the
hard to
people's
do.
policy.
It's so
Well,
hard. It's hard to do that when politicians lie.
well, that's why we need to make sure that a system gets set to where there are checks and balances along the
and
way.
They
but the,
lie when they're
Well,
campaigning. They're gonna
I
say
mean,
exactly what they know people want to hear.
no, and we got
That's
to
been
stop
going
that.
on for
There's
years and years
the
and
days
years.
the days of them going down the street and visiting a neighborhood. Oh, it's not safe. Bull crap. What are
But
your security for?
I tell you somebody that I do believe they would do what they said they would do. I heard part of his address that they played a little bit on the news. They were trying to ridicule him, but I was thinking back to the time when he was kind of, when he was really running things, and he said,
He
"I
still
will."
is.
He said, "Not Jen." He said, "I will be your." Um, oh gosh, see, Jen, you made my thoughts get off.
Oh,
But a redeemer, and uh, he said, "I will be your fighter for you. I will." The things that people
yeah,
need. But the thing about this person is that this person did everything that he said he was going to do when it was there,
did.
and I believe that if he says he's going to do it, then he's going to do it, and I believe that he would have done more had had he not been picked on so much, you know. And that's the thing about it. When you're trying to do something good, you always got people coming at you from every which way but the right way.
Oh yeah.
And
well,
so, without me even using our synonym name, y'all know exactly who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
here's the deal. There, on my side of the aisle, he was groomed to be there when he was born. Okay, this is all part of a. They keep talking about the plan. I get aggravated because it's taking so long, but it needs to take so long because this has been going on for hundreds and thousands of years. It just we're in what the result of what they've been doing to us for so long.
Mm.
Um,
Well, the
I'm a
thing about it too, and another reason why, ironic enough, and then we're gonna close. Ironic enough, of course, I'll let you two comment on what I'm saying, and this is gonna be our last line for real
Okay.
audience because it's getting close to 8. Uh, But the reason why I say that is because ironically, half of the senators that was his buddies and that always did support him now are trying to do their own thing, and they don't want to be associated with him.
That's their
70,
mistake.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the reason why. But and see, the thing of it is, I'm gonna show you what's at work here. What's work of is really a higher power, whether people want it or not. Because when you look at the polls, that person still leads the polls.
Yeah.
For the right.
Yeah.
Okay. No matter, and then when 11, 12, 20, it doesn't matter how many come up against her. I mean, announce they running.
Yeah.
It's not gonna do anything but split that vote, split that red vote.
Yeah.
And he's still gonna pull the majority because that's the way it worked last time.
Yeah. He's the people champion.
Yeah. Jen.
Well,
DMC, this coming.
I'm going to try to keep mine short, but you're talking my wheelhouse now.
People champion, Tim. I like that phrase, Tim.
Gotcha.
People have got to understand what we're seeing right now and what's been going on for, I'm going to say 12 years now, because the plan hasn't come to the front of the stage until a couple years ago, but it's been in action for like 12 years. What we're seeing now, like certain investigations that happened 2 years ago, this is just a public viewing. A certain death of somebody that you like to follow at some point, over across the water, that just recently died. That happened a few years back. They just brought it forward as it happened now. Okay, and there's proof of all of this. I'm not saying this because this is what I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There's proof of all this. We are literally watching the comedy, what Charlie called a comedy show now, because the other stuff has already been taken care of. This is watching them fall on their faces on their own.
Well, you do have to have a new movie to watch, right?
Well, yeah, we're literally watching a show. I mean, Tyler Perry's become a rich man during all this. He's got the whole setups, the copy of DC on the studio somewhere. Yay. I mean, he's making a killing.
That's right.
But is he working for the good people or the bad people? Is he the director of the movie of the good people for the bad people to fall, or is he with the bad people helping them out?
One more quick statement.
Who knows?
What was I finna say? Oh, and we wonder why Lady Justice is blind.
Whoa, that's going there.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
You got your five eye on that.
Yeah.
Justice
and the chat.
All right.
Yep. Justice has to be blind. She wouldn't make it through this.
And a clap.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tim, you, we gonna stop right there. Can't get no
Okay.
Y'all, that's our time. We love you. Thank you so much for being patient with us, those of you who tuned in.
Yes.
Those of you who are missing it, I'm addressing you now. Thank you for catching it on replay, because I know a lot of you do. And because of our time zones between international and the U.S., a lot of people won't catch this until tomorrow. And so, I mean, it won't even be available to them because it's like yesterday in some places. Mm-hmm. And in other places internationally, it's like tomorrow already. Okay. So that's why I look at my stats on Saturday, because by that time, or Sunday, because by that time, everybody has had a chance to catch up. And the replays, are available for them to watch. But that's our time. Y'all know what my last word is. Jen, one short closing statement.
What's my short closing statement? I never have one, but okay.
You got to make up your one, girl.
I don't like to rehearse things like that. I like to speak from the heart. And what I'm going to say is, y'all, we are still in what I talked about last year, and everybody needs to prepare for being stuck at home, being having your life change. Uh, these things about the money changing over at certain times throughout the world and everything. Even Charlie says they're going to do it on a Friday or a Monday, whichever system causes the most pain, because uh, bad people are going to make it happen that way. You know, we're never going to get rid of the bad. We just have to get control and make the good grow and stop being silent. And with that said, please remember your faith, your common sense, keep a little humor, and God bless.
All right, that was really nice.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Mhm.
Tim, your closing remark.
Man, great show, great information. Can't wait to do it again. And with that, I guess I'll just close and say I wish everybody love, peace, and happiness, and let's be safe out there.
All right, I always like it. And so mine is going to be short because y'all know I have one line, and that is free thought is a philosophy and not a policy. And we're not going to
Amen.
play the long closing theme song. We're just going to play a real, like, quick. Thank you for watching. That's our time. Good night, y'all.
Good night, y'all.
Good
Bye.
night.